our people from all the walk of life, from the nooks and crannies of Nigeria, our people from all the satellite campuses that are joining us this morning, essentially people from Oshogbo. A whole lot happened in Oshogbo branch during the weekend. By the way, if you do not know, the weekend was the birthday of the MindTalk coordinator, Miss Ajibade. Yes, the elegant lady who anchored the last MindTalk. Can we celebrate her, please? Happy birthday, Nares, Miss Ajibade Mercy. All right, thank you very kindly. Without further ado, I want to bring to this honorable podium this morning my brother, Mr. Timi Alamo, to lead us in the opening ceremony, the anthems, the national anthems, and the SQI anthem. Can we jam our hands together for him, please?
Good morning, everybody. Are we so excited to be here this beautiful morning? All right, can you be on your feet? Everybody, let's be on our feet. We're about to do something very important now. Some people are still sitting down. Nigeria, all right, so we are going to be taking the national anthem now. Oh. So at the count of 3, we'll kick off. 1, 2, 3. Nigeria, we hail thee, our own dear native land. No tribe and tongue may differ, in brotherhood we stand. Nigeria's home and proud to serve a sovereign motherland. Our flag shall be a symbol that truth and justice reign. In peace or battle honored, hers gain to hand up to our children a banner without stain. Oh God of all creation, guide these our request. Help us to build a nation where no man is oppressed, and so with peace and plenty, Nigeria may be blessed. Somebody shouts, God bless Nigeria. All right, we are proceeding to the next assignment, and what we are going to be doing now is we're going to be singing our school anthem. All right, how many people here knows SQI school anthem? You are sure you know it offhand? How many people? Oh my goodness, not many people. All right, there's a day we are going to not allow people that don't know it to enter the class. All right, just joking. Are we ready? So the lyrics will be displayed on the screen, and the reading will also be played at the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, go. We do not have it all the time, so we cherish every moment and give it all our best and team. We cannot do it all alone. We believe in team spirit, working together and mind. The greatest invention of all time, invented by the Creator to make us co-creator. Tech. This is a goal for Africa, For so long we've been receiving, but it's time and we shall give to the world. Making Africa a tech continent. Come on, you can do it much better. Making Africa a tech continent. One more time. Making Africa a tech continent. Come on, put your hands together for yourself.
All right, keep it going, please. Come on, jam your hands together as you take your seat. Thank you. Our campus from Hope Peak, I want you to register your presence. People from Challenge Campus, people from Dugbe Campus, people from Iwo Road Campus. Can we celebrate all these amazing people, please? All right, moving on now to the welcome speech. My friend and brother, the HOD Software Engineering Department and Director of Academic Affairs in SQI College of ICT, Mr. Oluwaseyi Odekumaya. I am not satisfied, man. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Blessing. I'm always excited to be here every single time. This is our 11th edition of MindTalk for the year, by the way. 11 solid and beautiful editions. Can we get a round of applause for that? Thank you so much for joining in for MindTalk today. We're really excited to have you here. One of the things that I try as much as possible to remind us, especially for some of us in the main campus, is we are all gathered together. One of the beautiful things about MindTalk is the fact that you can have people at different locations right now joining in and listening in to us. We have people all the way from Dugbe campus. Can we give them a round of applause? We have people listening from Iwo Road. We have people listening from the Challenge campus. We have people listening from Abeokuta. We can keep it going for them. We have people listening in from the virtual campus anywhere in the world. There are times when we get messages, and you'll be surprised when we get some of these messages from outside the country. Somebody just reaches out to us and says that they are listening to MindTalk and they are really, really enjoying MindTalk. So this is a great one. Can we have a round of applause for all the organizers and every single person that has made this a reality? All right. So what I'm just going to do very, very quickly, I'm not going to take so much of our time. We'll just do a quick recap of why do we do MindTalk, especially for people that are coming in for the very first time. Why do we have MindTalk? Why exactly is this program so important to us? Why do we ensure that every single month we have this same event? So one of the things that you would come to know about SQI is we're very passionate about the people that we lead. We're very passionate about the people that we teach. It's not just a regular institution for you to come around, especially if you're a student here. It's not just for you to come around and learn skills. We are very interested in you transitioning from learning your skills to becoming a career person, transitioning from learning your skills to building amazing, amazing things for Africa. One of the things that we discovered over the years when SQI started is you can have the same people in the same class. There can be 30 of them. They attended the same class. All of them were early. I hope we are usually very early for our classes. All of them listen to the same instructors, but they don't get the same result. You discover that some of them are doing great, working in global organizations across the world, and at the same time, you have some of them that seem to remain on the same spot, to remain stagnant. So we started doing permutation and combination to find out what could be wrong. And we discovered that beyond your skills, one of the things that is highly required by organizations globally are what your character is, right? Soft skills like communication, soft skills like how you present yourself at the workplace. How do you communicate with other team members that you're leading or that you're in a team with? These are very crucial things. Truth is this, I've been to a couple of interviews, and one of the things that I always notice is people always prioritize character over skills every single time. It doesn't matter how skillful you are. The moment that they see that character aspect is missing, you would not be considered. They will prefer somebody that is less skilled or has really great character. And this is one of the reasons why we do things. So can we have like a very quick recap of the last MindTalk that we had? You were here at the last MindTalk. Can I see your hands up? last Mind Talk. Don't be scared. I'll ask you a question, but then still don't be scared. We were at the last edition of Mind Talk. I'm only seeing like 3 people's hands. So only 3 people attended from here. Does anyone remember the topic? Anybody? Anybody? Food production. Okay. Was that just all? Just food production? Do you want to share some of the things that you learned? Just one of it. Can we have you over? A round of applause for her. Don't be shy. You. Yes, you. Just come and share one thing that you remember from the entire thing. Is that fine? Oh yeah. Don't worry, you will remember what you remembered. I need one more person, so be gearing up so that you will not say, do you remember something? No. Just come. Come. Thank you very much. A round of applause. Encourage her. She's shy. Don't let her be shy now. Okay. All right. We found the next person.
Talk about
Somebody wants to help her out? Anybody? Well done. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. What do you remember?
body. About last Mind Talk, learned about that. You need to know everything. Like not just one thing. You have to know everything. And don't what's it called? Excellent at whatever you do.
That was very good. That was very, very good. I remember that. Learn anything about everything. I'm trying to remember how she said it. Okay, learn something about everything and everything about something. So like be a master at one particular thing, know it so well, be so skilled at it, but don't be left out in every other area. Yes, I don't particularly enjoy politics, but at least I'm picking up 1 or 2 things. So that was a nice one. Do we have any other person recap for us? Any other person? Mr. Yemi, do you have anything for us? Do you remember anything in particular? A round of applause for him, please.
Good morning, everyone. From what I jotted down the other day, I can pick some little things. Where the topic is the future of food production, trends, innovation. There is a life is a hard journey. You just have to choose your heart. You have to choose your heart. That's one point I jotted. Then the other one is to succeed or to fail is a hard process. Succeed or to fail is a hard process. Say business is all about people. So you cannot put people away from your business, even though they are difficult to manage, but you still need them. Then let me just pick 1 or 2 more. He said, everywhere you find yourself, always do beyond the basic. So let me just stop.
Thank you so much. A round of applause for him. So you see the way he came up here and he read out his notes. Very cutesy, very demure. Be like him. Carry out your jotter and pen or your phone to jot it out. So that next time when I point at you, I'll not even say, do you want to come again? I'll just say, you. And then you'll be left to figure out, what to say with your phone and all. Mr. Blessing, should I hand over to you? Oh, you will. All right, so I'm going to hand over to the next person, the person of Miss Deborah, and she's going to be having something called Glasses Talk with us. A round of applause for her as she comes. I can already imagine what she wants to talk about. Very important. Please listen to her before you lose your eyes.
Thank you. Good morning, everybody. Okay, my name is Deborah Bakari Oluwadamilola, and on this, I'm very grateful for this opportunity. Thank you so much, the organizers. And I'm going to be speaking on the silent effect to much tech. We are all tech individuals here, and there's this saying that too much of everything has a side effect. I don't want to say it in what you're already thinking. Okay, so what are some symptoms of too much tech that we might not probably notice? One of it is physical, your posture. Your posture. Some of us sit down in a very bad way when we're on our systems, and then this is adding to, like, today, tomorrow, posture problem. Then the next one is eye strain. The blue light from your screen to your eyes. As much as you think, oh man, it's nothing, it's causing a whole lot of damage. And the next one is the blue light threat. What are the things that cause this blue light threat? What are the things that have this blue light and is affecting us? So one of it is our devices, our laptops, our phones. Some people think, oh, maybe it's just laptop, it's far away from me, don't worry. It cannot affect my eyes. Some people think, I don't need it. You use phone, and then most of the times our phones are more closer to us than our systems. So this is a need for you to pick up glasses. So as I was saying, our tablet, even moving up to the screen, that's why I'm using my own guard right now. So glasses are just like your, how will I put it, your bulletproof or your screen guard. So that's why I'm on mine right now. Okay, so moving to the next one. What are the warning signs that you get from your digital devices that shows you, oh, your eyes is already failing? So one of the things is that you start experiencing teary eyes, blurry visions, sleepless nights, and headaches. Okay, protect your vision. Take action as soon as possible. It's not until they say probably you need recommended glasses before you now say, hey, oju mi ti baje o, I have to start. No, you don't have to become ojugo. Okay, so benefit of using anti-blue light glasses is that it reduces your eye strain. It's reduce your eye. As I've said before, these are just screen guards. These are bulletproofs for the light coming into your eyes. And then when do you use anti-blue light glasses? When you're at work, when you're walking. And then evening smartphone use, when you are using your phones. Some of us we like blue dark room. So the light from the phone is the only light that is lighting the room. So just imagine the old light into your own eyes. People. Okay. So I'll really advise that as we are seated now, we use glass. If you see my yogas here, they're all using glasses. Yes. So some people are already taking up this, and then, so please, not about anything, but for the safety of your eyes. What's the essence of going into tech, and then in the next, like, how many years you're already out of tech? Not because you want to be out, but because your eyes is already telling you to go out. So thank you so much for this opportunity. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Come on. How many people enjoyed beyond the knowledge she has passed on glasses this morning, but you enjoyed her delivery, her voice? How many people? Am I the only person? Come on, let's celebrate greatness. All right, thank you. Thank you, Ms. Bakari. Any of you that buy your own glass from Aboki at Sabo, stray bullets, right? Not every blue glasses are photochromic or what do you call it now? Anti-blue light. I was going to ask all those people that like, putting on blue light in their room, does that also count as blue light? It's a light, I mean. All right. So thank you. The bottom line of everything is that this thing is not number fair, the way they will say it in my local dialect. It's number So the earlier the better, that you know that it's a must that you have all this thing. Thank you very kindly. All right, moving on. We committed ourselves that we are going to be reading, we are going to be developing ourselves holistically, right? And I do believe, because I am on the group myself, while it is not what we want, we've been seeing some traction of new people joining the book club, you know. So we will continue to do this until we are formed. All right. Join me this morning as I bring to this podium my brother and colleague, Mr. Oyebanji Ayodeji, for the month's book review. Come on, keep it going. Come on, people at that column. Oh, thank you.
Okay, good morning, everybody. Good morning to us all. It's such a joy to stand here again. This morning, I'm back here again. Emphasis on again. To talk about a book. And before going into this book, I'd like to have a conversation with us before going to the book. And this thing is very, very important because all of us here want to be successful. During the week, I had the opportunity to watch a few documentaries. One about Bill Gates, the second about Warren Buffett. Please, who is Bill Gates? Do we know Bill Gates? Who is Bill Gates? Rich man. Thank you. And every one of us here want to be rich. Yes or no? We don't want to be calling for urgent 2K. Right? You don't want to be calling for urgent 2K. So I decided to read about Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, and Elon Musk. Thank you. Elon Musk. Yes. I decided to watch their documentary. And I discovered there's something that is so particular about the three of them. The three of them are interested in reading books. Are you with me? They are interested in reading book. They don't read book passively. They read it consciously. Are you with me? There's this fact. They said Bill Gates read 50 books in a whole year. Are you with me? 50 books. Just imagine, he would have been able to gain a lot of things, as much as possible inside. That's when you see them talking in a way that you just feel like, oh, what is this man feasting on? Are you with me? Just be asking yourself, what is he feasting on? Are you with me? Same thing goes to Elon Musk. Elon Musk is where he is today because of reading. Basically, he's not how do I want to put it now? He's just interested in I'm sorry, I'm losing my thoughts now. He's interested in this airspace and the likes. And I can tell you, everything for him was self-taught. He kept reading. Till he's able to get as much as possible things. Even when engineers are saying that, oh, this thing will cost us like 50, 60 days to build. He can easily tell you that, this thing, this is how you will do. You will do this, add this. Because he was able to pick up book and was able to teach himself before diving into it. Now, coming back to the reason why we are reading. Are you with me? Just imagine, between you and I, you are intentional about reading a book a month. Do you know what you would have built within a year? Let's say you are consciously reading, as we have been able to read like 11 books in this year alone. Let's say you actually followed us from the beginning till where we are. Can you imagine what you have gained? Even yourself, you'll be able to track your progress, because there are some things you want to have. You want to tell some people, and they will just notice that the way you presented it is now different with to the way you normally present things. Now, these people that I mentioned, the three of them, they can easily get people to tell them about stuff. Are you with me? Because they can easily get as much as possible persons, just come and teach me this thing. But they know, it's just like mommy cooking rice at home. Are you with me? They will just pack the one at the top. Are you with me? She will just pack the one at the top for daddy. And basically, it's a pot in a man. Do man do, Abi? So the Saleh pot that I'm now trying to talk about is when you take book and read it yourself. Are you with me? Now, let me now go back to the real deal. Why nation failed. We have been able to read chapter 1 to 15 successfully. Are you with me? And sincerely, we have been able to gain a lot of things. We have been able to gain a lot of things. And we have been able to even put ourselves in the shoe. We have been able to see history. We have been able to check. We have been able to dot all the I and cross all the T's. Are you with me? Now, finally, this question, why nations fail? You know it's a question. We have been able to answer it. Are you with me? We have been able to answer it. Because we are not just reading. We are consuming it. Are you with me? We are not just skimming through. We are reading and then we are internalizing it. Are you with me? So now, they have been able to tell us that the difference between nations that are striving and the other nations that are not striving is what? Inclusivity, inclusive governance, inclusive everything. And the difference between the other one that is not the problem of the other one is what? Extractive. They are just taking as much as possible things from the country. Now, this book has been able to give us things. And one of those things, everything boils down to is what? Leadership. Are you with me? We know that one of the cancer that is plaguing our countries is what? Leadership. Everything, like it's just like being moving. It's my head that will actually tell. Okay, let me just rephrase it. It's where the head goes that other part of the body go. Are you with me? The head will say you want to go like this. The other part must follow. Let's imagine when a leader is not able to even give a vision. When a leader is not able to articulate a vision, tell me, where do you think the followers will go? Are you with me? There will always be a commotion. There will always be a conflict. Are you with me? There will always be a conflict. And then we have to work so much on our leadership, because what they do we actually make or miles. That's why we are feeling a lot of impact here today. Leaders are not willing to be accountable to us. They are not willing to hear the voice of the masses. All they are willing to do is to hear the voice of some cabals. I was sharing with someone last week. I said, all they do is to listen to some set of people. Are you with me? They just listen to them. They believe they are the experts. No scenario planning at all. No scenario planning at all. Even you as a developer here, you are using scenarios. Do you agree with me? You work more with scenarios than our political class sometimes. Do you believe? Do you agree with me? Or you don't? You don't. You don't agree with me? Okay, let me give you an instance. Whenever you want to use if statement, are you with me? You are playing a scenario. Yes or no. If this one happen, do this. If that one happen, don't do this. Like, there's something called scenario planning. Now, in 1950, some how many of us know Shell corporations? So they decided to work on this scenario planning. So they were able to get a lot of professors to come and work on how Shell will be able to be able to slide over all the obstacle and problem that industry used to have. So they decided to work on something called scenario planning. And they said, how can we, and if you look at this Shell has been able to successfully transit from every problem. Are you with me? And this is one of the principles that other business schools are now employing. That is, it is important when we remove subsidy. What are the things that will happen? When we remove subsidy, we ought to put shock absorber. We ought to give the people safety net. That we don't just leave them to their own problems. Are you with us? Are you with me? We should be accountable to the people. Now, we are done with Why Nations Fail, and I'm so happy that we are able to finish it. And this month too, we are in a new month actually. We'll be leading in tough times. Leading in tough times. How many of us know John C. Maxwell? Okay. He's big on what? He's big on what? He's big on leadership. And I said one of the problems that is plaguing us in the world today is what? Is leadership. Now we have been able to answer question why nation fail. We should be able to provide solution to it. Are you with me? We have been able to know that, okay, the problem is leadership. Then we should be able to pick up something that will help us to build our leadership experience. Are you with me? Some people have decided that, okay, it's only political class that are leaders. But I believe every one of us seated here are leaders. Are you with me? You have been able to convince your brother to follow you to go and buy you goods. You have been able to demonstrate a level of leadership. Are you with me? So leadership is a principle. We are not going to focus on leaders. Are you with me? We are going to focus on leadership itself because it's a principle. Are you with me? We are not focusing on the personality. Because an average human being is naturally selfish. You now have to work on yourself to be able to see everybody like yourself. One of those things that is missing our day now is that our leaders that are there, they are losing, they don't love us. The component, love is very important. Because when I like you, when I love you, I will be able to think about anything I want to do to you. The way I talk to you, the way I talk to you, the way I approach you, the way I do things to you, I'll be willing to think about it. Oh, this person, I don't want to hurt this person. So, now, this month, I'd like all of us, every one of us, because it's very important. You will lead people somewhere. Are you with me? You will lead people somewhere. And the first thing to deal with is self-leadership. So you have to lead yourself before leading other people. You have to work on your own principles before articulating it to others. And good leaders are visionaries. So this month we'll be diving into this book, Leading in Tough Time by John C. Maxwell. Oh, thank God he's here. So we'll be having our book review every Friday, same time, 8 p.m. And I'll be so happy to see as much as possible people joining this Friday. Now, if you are going to join this Friday, please can I see your hands? I want to recruit here myself. And if you not come, I will see you and I will hold your belt. I will find you. So please, I want us to join this Friday, 8 p.m. same time. Thank you so much.
Come on, is that how we celebrate excellence? Thank you, Mr. Ayodeji. All right, I want to ask the book club that the next, please, can I have it back? Thank you. The next book review that we are going to do come December, right? Please, thank you. I want us to bring this as something scannable, a QR code or something like that. So in a jiffy, can you bring out your phone, gentlemen and ladies? Bring out your phone, quickly press this into your browser. Please do it now, under 1 minute. Thank you as you are doing that. My brother in blue, you have phone now. All right, thank you. My Hebrew registrar is in the house this morning. Can we jam our hands together for Mrs. GD Aderinto, the registrar, SQI College of ICT. Thank you very kindly. I also take the moment to recognize every staff member and management team member that are seated here in our midst this morning. Thank you very kindly for identifying with us. Registrar Ma, the next branch that we are taking to Lagos will be in Lekki. Because several people, I was trying to be here and there. So I see that several people have been joining and tuning in from Lekki, Lagos. Can we celebrate our people from Lekki? We cite you. Thank you. People from Ibadan. People, please continue to put it in the comment section where you are joining from. And I believe the link to this live event is in our groups, in our community groups. So I want you to, in a moment too, while you are joining the one I gave you as a task, to quickly execute that, to forward it on your statuses, forward it to your loved ones, forward it to that erring brother or sister that you want to, help shape their head to the right path. Forward it to as far and wide as you can. Thank you as you are doing that. All right, the moment to soak like sponge again has come. And at the moment, I want you to take rapt attention as we listen to the citation of the speaker today, none other person than the... Oh, I am short of adjective now. All right, can we bring it on, please?
Adeyemi C. Aderito is a seasoned ICT consultant and technology trainer with over 15 years of experience in various modern technology practices. As the director of SQI ICT Consultant, he established SQI College of ICT in 2008 with a vision to make Africa a pool of talent, one mind at a time. Under his leadership, SQI College of ICT has produced thousands of graduates, mostly ICT experts, serving as CEOs and CTOs or leaders in their respective organizations. Adeyemi Aderito has directly mentored thousands of students in ICT in over 15 years, some of whom have joined him to train and mentor thousands more. He's also passionate about contributing to Africa's ICT development with several awards and honors to his name. Adeyemi C. Aderito is an extraordinary leader, a rare and appreciated combination of professionalism with kindness. Very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, with a loud ovation, welcome with me, Adeyemi C. Aderito.
To Adeyemi C. Aderito.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you. Let's have our seats. Thank you so much. I'm excited to be with us all. So excited. Are you excited to see me too? Okay, thank you so much. I want to believe that we'll be able to make some history today again. Please, let's place an hold on this. I think we are good. Shebi, you know me, Nabi? All right. Thank you so much. You said? You want to know more? Okay. All right. So good morning once again. Before I go into my heartfelt talk, with you today, there is something I would like to share at first. And let me also appreciate the organizer of the MindTalk. It has been a wonderful program. It has changed a lot of lives. And thank you for inviting me as well. All right. So, I have a very fine news I would like to share with you. The most recent one, okay? And it's going to be early with me. The official launch will be coming up later on. Yes, we have several SQI alumni that are in charge of lots of tech organizations, okay, that are founders. Those who are not founders are holding top position in tech companies all around the world. I am telling you this now, and it's until you get out there that you really understand what I'm talking about. You just be surprised. Someone showed up in a company recently, he never believed it. He wasn't supposed to do that. Well, he did it, and somehow I got to know about it. That he was at the company, and the CTO of the company, reached out to me. That this person is it known and stuff like that. So I was surprised that where do I go to that I don't meet SQI? Even when it's not spoken to you, you can be very sure that there is someone on that seat that knows, that recognizes you. So that is why we try to encourage everyone. When you go out there, please contribute to the positive thing we already understand about the name so that you continue to open the doors for others as well. So today, I'd like to mention the newest tech company, or let me say pre-launch, because the official launch is yet to come until Apple approve it on their own Play Store. Google has already approved it. I am already using it for some months now. This company we are talking about is called Earmaze. Earmaze, and it's created by no other person than Teslim Salahuddin, a former uh, a SQ alumni and a current instructor at the Road campus. So that's why we say when you come to classes at SQI, you are gaining more than the knowledge. There is a lot about the experience as well. I don't know, can I have it on the screen if it's ready? So here means has to do, it's a fintech organization. And when the banks began to mess up, I moved to Earmaze. And all my transactions since that time, all my transaction has been smooth and wonderful. Teslim is really showing what SQI is. Really, really showing what SQI is. So I have asked about it, some of the benefits you have when you go on Earmaze. I asked him to send it to me. One of it is that you have zero funding or deposit charges. You have a commission on year time you purchase. You have, that sounds good. I did not take note of that. I've been purchasing year time with 737. Think I will need to change strategy now. Number 3 said there is the cheapest data bundles there. I'm very sure if SQ alumni is saying this, you can be sure it's the truth. Cheapest data bundles, bank transfer, that's the one I've been using for the past 2 months. Ability to become an aggregator, that is, you earn a commission when the person you refer buys anything from us. I can notice that he has been giving me 13 naira cashback. I have not asked why the 13 naira keeps coming so that I can keep doing what is, bringing the 13 naira. By the time I do it 1 million times, maybe I will get, 13 million naira. So they earn on each of their profitable transaction. And number 6, which is the last one, the bills payment with cheap service charges as low as 25 naira. There is something he did not list here that I believe is on the platform as well, is that you can purchase what we call a virtual number, SIM card on it, all right, to verify, several things that might need to be verified. The website is Earmaze. That's AERMEANS.com. Earmaze, AERMEANS.com. So you can go on Google Play. If you're on Android, we await Apple to verify the app anytime soon. You can go on Google Play to download the app right now. AERME, okay, that is it right there. MEANS. Earmaze. This is an app that will not only tell you that your transaction has been successful, but when the person receives the transaction, is said to come and tell you again that he has received it. To go and ask for your for your product. What a wonderful app. Now I'm going to do something this morning just to celebrate this period and for appreciating Teslim for giving me the opportunity to do the pre-launch before the main launch. Anyone that will be able to download the app before we conclude today and maybe just purchase airtime, I will transfer a good amount of money to that person. Now, this same person, wait, now, this same person must be able to answer at least 3 questions about the MindTalk speech so that I will confirm whether all you were doing is setting up your KYC on Hear Means or listening to the MindTalk. So you must be able to do the 2 before you could win the prize. All right? So MindTalk moderator, please take note of that. All right. And please don't let us forget to ask the question of whoever is able to make the download. If you make the download, should you purchase the airtime for yourself or for someone else so that we can have someone verifying? Okay. If you are purchasing the airtime for someone else, it can increase your chances of winning the prize, but you're also taking risks. All right. In case you did not win the prize, it means, the airtime is gone like that. So I welcome you once again to our November Mind Talk, Making Africa a Tech Continent. Come on, say it louder, Making Africa a Tech Continent. All right, so before me today, I have an exciting chat that I would love to have with you. And that is the topic is going to be uniform, a shared identity. Would you mind saying that together with me? Yes, uniform, a shared identity. I want you to pay a rapt attention today. Very, very crucial. Very, very crucial. So, I believe that we are all familiar with what we call an identity card, right? What an identity card is, okay? Great. So on your identity card, if you look at it, you will see a few information there, like your name, if you're a student, the course you're taking, your ID, maybe some other things, but very few information on it. Now, as little as the information could be, it actually decides how much access you could have in a place. It determines how much benefits you could get in an environment. For example, if you are on with a student ID card, it limits you to some places within the campus that says staff only. Is that correct? Great. Just because of that identity, there is a limitation. The same way, an identity also opens door. So as a student, there are places you can enter just because you have that identity. A non-student, according to the instruction at SQI, is not allowed to go beyond the front desk. All right? Even if you have a guest, even if you have a visitor, cannot go into the classroom. You cannot say, oh, come and look at how my classroom is. He's not allowed, except he has that identity. So like I said, as little as the information on the identity could be, it has so much power, either to place an obstacle before you or open doors, ahead of you. And don't forget, we always promise you that we don't just want you to come here and learn the tech skills. We want to make sure you have what you need, what is required to be able to be successful greatly outside there. So this is going to be one of it. So now, let me have the next slide. As I have mentioned to you about identity, I would like to tell you an information you do not know about me. You may not know about me. You say you want to know more, right? So I attended St. Michael Primary School, Mushin, Lagos. A very tough environment, okay? I don't look tough, right? Okay. So this is the secondary school I attended. And please don't mind what AI gave me. They are looking nice. We do not look nice. So I actually told him to give me a happy child, a poor happy child, in a checkers uniform. He went ahead to put tie. We don't know what tie is. And then on a sweater care, even uniform, part of it will be torn already. So, well, Maybe he doesn't want you to feel bad about me. So he gave it a good look. And I believe you can recognize the child at the middle. Can you? Oh. All right. So this is the school I attended. And in this school, we have like 3 other schools together with it. The other one is called Agege. Agege, primary and secondary school. And there is a third one that is called Abiodun Primary Secondary School. So we are so near, almost in the same compound, even though they have a large mass of land, each of those schools. Now, Agege, Abiodun, and St. Michael, we always try to prove to each other who is the best at everything. So there is a song we used to sing then, like just to prove the fact that we are better. We sing this song, St. Michael jẹun tán, Agege palẹ̀mọ́, Abiodun ṣàlẹ̀jẹ́. Then Agege people will say, Agege jẹun tán, St. Michael. The one you hate is the one that we ṣàlẹ̀jẹ́. So usually Abiodun used to end up, at ṣàlẹ̀jẹ́ because we don't like Abiodun guys. Why? They love fighting. Any argument, meet me at this junction, meet me at this junction. St. Michael don't like fighting. So we hate Abiodun. Now, it's not just us that hate Abiodun, but every other person, whenever you see anyone in Abiodun uniform, they are also on checkers. All of us are on checkers. Abiodun and Agege. But Agege is red, Abiodun is brown. So whenever you see anyone in that brown uniform, you just hate the person. Even if he's a brilliant child, a soft person, you just... And Abiodun, guys, if you are listening to me, I am sure of what I'm saying. We consider them as dullards. They always fail. So even at home, on our streets, we have three persons from the same house on that street attending 3 different schools. Agege and St. Michael. So once they see the person that attends Abiodun coming, they already know that he will not remember what he was taught at school today. Like the bias was so strong. So while I'm approaching, even if I've forgotten, but I am on St. Michael uniform. Oh, the praises will be much. Oh, you are welcome. Brilliant boy. I know that you must have completed your assignment by now. If I have not completed, I'll just be looking. But my friend, the moment he shows up, oh my God, every kind of statements and words. Ori, see how he's flying his shirt. Olodo. It's just so much, just because of that uniform. Are you following me? Now, I want you to go to the next slide. I want you to know that these things I have mentioned is not just about uniform as in clothing. You already understand what an identity is, an identity card is. But I'm telling you now that a uniform is another type of identity. You don't carry it around like, an identity card. It's another type of identity. Now, the challenge, the problem with the uniform is that you share the identity. Are you following what I'm talking about? The identity card can identify you, but your uniform gives you a shared identity. And that identity is collective. Everyone is contributing to it. So in Abiodun School, because a lot of students has contributed a name of, they love to fight, they are dollar to it. The moment you put that uniform on, you're going to face the bias of, Abiodun people. Even if you are a good person, even if you have never fought before, even if you cannot even point a finger at anyone. But because of that uniform, you will suffer what you did not do. Are you with me? So the same way, if the uniform carries anything positive and you are bad, you still share from that positivity. So like I said, a uniform is not just about the clothes. Your appearance generally is a uniform. I want to assure you that you are sharing an identity with someone. Your mode of communication is a uniform. There is a way I will speak that you will identify me, you will be doubting that, abomo yahoo ẹ̀gbọ́n yìí. Your name, especially your surname, is a uniform. You are sharing that surname with so many other persons. If a lot of people have been stealing and landing in prison with that name, the day we meet you, that's the first feeling that will come. And we want to avoid you. You've never stole before. And probably you never had a plan to steal. But we are avoiding you. Because you share the name with someone. Nationality. Can you argue this one? Just the fact that you are a Nigerian. Just show up at the airport. I am a Nigerian. Your checks will be different. Skin color, unfortunately. School attended, like Abiodun. Language, even accents. Even accents. We are all speaking the same English. But if my accent could identify me with the wrong group, you may find it difficult listening to me. Not because I'm bad, but that uniform is bad. Can we have the next one? I want your finger on the button, please. So let's talk about positive identity. I don't know if anyone of you has seen this video before of Pastor Jimmy Odukoya. What a wonderful video. When you find that video, you can watch from 057 to 321. That's where the real message is. He shared how, while he was abroad, his child, that is his daughter, was, giving back to over there. But each time she needs to come to Nigeria, and every time they need to obtain a visa for her to come to Nigeria. So at a point, you feel like, going to my own homeland, I'll have to be going after visa for my child to visit origin. So he just made up his mind one day. I said, I'm going to get a passport, all right? The citizenship for my daughter. So he thought it was going to be easy. He has forgotten that it is Nigeria. So he went ahead and showed up, and then they told him that, people that have applied 6 months ago haven't gotten their passport, so you join the queue. It means it will take 6 months, for you to get your passport. So now, he said, as he entered the place, someone at the door, started singing, and they're welcoming him, like Joshua or something like that. And then I watched your video and things like that. So after greeting that person, say, I want my, passport for my daughter, they directed him inside. So he said where he was directed to, there were about 6 other persons that he will have to meet before they will now decide whether his reason is enough for him to meet the controller general or not, who is the person that will approve, his passport and the likes. But when he got there, he was told that he could not get the passport that day, right? So, broken down, he started going back. And then the person at the gate that just sang to him asked him what happened. He explained. Then he told this, and this person told him that, don't you know that you are Pastor Bimbo Odukoya's son? Go back and tell them. Put on a uniform. You are sharing an identity with someone, your mother, that has contributed to that uniform. She is not a fighter like Abiodun. She has contributed positively to that uniform. Go and put on that uniform and show up again. So he went back and he told them, I am Pastor Bimbo Dukoya, son, this and that. And the person said, what? And you did not say that before. Oh, come, collected this form and took it inside. Oh. He said, when he got inside, he repeated the same. And that one also said, oh, Pastor Bimbo, she went to Holy Child. That controller general also shared a uniform with Pastor Bimbo. They went to Holy Child together. Probably Holy Child is a place that has been producing continually, good and correct people. Like if I told you now that I went to Harvard, how do you feel immediately? Some of you are already looking at me from top to bottom that, Harvard. You want to see wealth. Then immediately I look like I am so brilliant to you. Didn't I? He must be a genius. Look at how he's looking at me now. So those uniforms, it opened a door to him. Now let's check the next one. There is another uniform here. Have you seen this ad on X recently? This ad. You seen it? Hiya. And as an advertisement. See what the advertisement is about. Those of you that may not be able to see the screen well. It's from the Daily Mark. The advertisement says, Nigerians scammer sentenced to 7 years for defrauding U.S. universities of millions through a business, so on. The cocoa is Nigerian scammer. How many of you look like this guy? I can see people that looks like him. Innocently, you look like him. You see your beard. See. The same skin color. Look. See, he looks innocent. You look innocent. But somehow, they already called him a Nigerian scammer. And even though you are an innocent programmer, software engineer, but they have shown this to a lot of people. You did not know that you are on a uniform. So it showed up, you are wondering, why are they passing other people and keeping me waiting here? Now, some guys are smart. People are now understanding this. To see a response in the comment section, replying to the Daily Mark, he said, this is you posting about 2 scammers, but you lack balls to call them Chinese. There was another post that they were scammers too, bigger amount, but they didn't put Chinese. So you even went as far as using the post where you try to tarnish Nigeria image. This person is already angry because naturally how we approach with that uniform, because I'm a Nigerian and I'll be facing the problem, the punishment of a scammer, because you decided to push it everywhere with your money and ad. So you even went as far as using the post where you try to tarnish Nigerian image to run an ad just to get cheap engagement from gullible people. There are people that easily believe it. Now, this is another response. This one is so simple and straightforward. He said he would have been an American if he won something. They are just smart. I'm not blaming anybody, blaming America. They are just smart. And that's what I want to do with it also, to also get smart. You get what I'm talking about? So if you had been an American, they would have contributed it to their own uniform. You see, like maybe in Agege, like maybe everyone that is brilliant, we quickly call him Agege student. As we are calling him, oh, he's brilliant, Agege student, we will think we are only exalting him. But we are exalting ourselves also. Are you following what I'm talking about? When you put someone down that shares the same uniform with you, you're also putting yourself down. Oh, black men, this and that. Like you do, innocently. When you badmouth Nigeria, you think it's only Nigeria badmouth, as long as you carry that name. Oh, our leaders. Unfortunately, they are not hearing our leaders alone. As long as it's Nigeria. And this was the major challenge we faced at the point at SQI. We were so determined when we started. Everything technology is either from other countries except Nigeria. So we said we are going to change this. We must have made in Nigeria technology. Today we have several softwares made by Nigerians. It wasn't like that before. It wasn't like that before. As at the time we started, there is this popular slogan called Ajeoyinbo. We believe anything like that can only be done by a wizard. And the wizard can only be white wizard. It cannot even be Aje Nigeria. But that language, if you notice now, has died. They are no longer using it because you now believe that what they can do, we can also do as well. Is that not amazing? Now, when we began to achieve it, and we could see our alumni building amazing softwares that are even better than foreign software. I am telling you, amazing software. So we were excited, and we were like, oh, great. If they could not pay for their service heavily here, we will connect them to, Western nations where they could pay so high. So when our alumni began to chat up, you realize that why they are going about the selection process, it will appear as the best. But by the time they begin, maybe negotiation, and then he has to mention where he came from or where he's from, then he says, from Nigeria. He wants to say it proudly because that's what we push. That contribute to this uniform. Let them know that you are from Nigeria. You get what I'm talking about? Fortunately, the moment he mentions that, the person will not even ask questions. That will be the last message. I had a lot of screenshots like that. Okay, see what is happening. The last message. A very good fellow. Now there was one that happened recently, I think about 2 years ago. He got a job with one of these top tech companies. Google, Microsoft, Facebook. I don't want to tell you the exact one. Now, the contract they signed was 4 years contract. Big one. Very exciting one. But after 6 months, he told me that he has left. The company is in the US. So, I asked why. Because that's not how you are trained. All right? Make sure you give your best wherever you are. Don't just, make impact. Why didn't you spend 4 years and you are not spending 6 months? So he explained to me later that actually when he was there, he did not understand some culture. He already promised that he want to be on one of the MindTalk to teach you that in case you find yourself in UK, US, the culture there is different. They will not see it as respect. They see it as dollar like, are you getting what I'm talking about? And some other few things like that. Okay, and you want to be respectful. Okay? So, he said he began to have problem with his team members. In a company like Google, Facebook, Microsoft, and the likes, I don't want to mention which one among the three so that you not go and make research. He was the best in his unit. Best! But somehow he was having serious struggle. And he said, what do we call this thing? When you are like somehow to a black man. Racism. So he was like, the racism in this place is too much. But it's a company that I love, a global company, and I love the way they do. So I was disappointed. I said, can that be in that organization? I thought they are the best at this thing. They do this thing. Oh my God, I was so disappointed. So later he explained to me and said, it's actually his fault. That he later got that information after he has resigned. That there was a lady that continually went ahead to report in to the top management till he was frustrated and he has to resign. So what happened with the lady? He said, it's not that the lady hated him, but the lady thought because this boy too, he studied at SQI in 2013. Whenever he's at the front desk, my office was so near to the front desk then, and it's a glass office, so I can see through, and you can also see through. He will just stand, look at my office like this, and just freeze and just be looking at me like this. But when I look by the side, I will have to think twice. What is going on here? It was later I got familiar with him and I love him so much. A wonderful fellow. Are you getting me? So he was almost doing the same thing there. He might be thinking and he will just stand and be looking at you. So that lady thought he was a terrorist. And because if it had been a white man looking that way, she wouldn't conclude that he could be a terrorist. Are you getting? But a black man looking this way must be a terrorist. He just shared a uniform with immigrants, not even black men. It's not black men that goes about all this terrorism thing. Are you getting me? But An immigrant looking so tough. He's an immigrant and he's looking like this. That's why I say uniform can place a barrier before you, as it can open a door before you. And this is why you must always ask, this cap I'm putting on, who am I sharing identity with? They're smiling. Those on cap are smiling. This cap I'm putting on, who am I sharing identity with? I'm telling you, if everybody that puts on a cap at SQI has been slapping people, maybe every time if someone with a cap is passing by, the person sitting down will just receive a slap, bah, then he go. That person is coming, slap her again, bah, and went his way. By the time the third or the fourth person is coming with a cap, nobody will tell her to get ready. Why? Because people that have been slapping me. So if you should come in innocently with a cap, we'll be asking, why are people running away from me? Everything you put on, the way you speak, ask yourself, who am I sharing this identity with? So that you will not be placing unnecessary obstacle on your way. Life is already tough. Don't make it tougher. It's already hard. Don't make it unnecessarily harder for yourself. Put on uniform that makes things easy. Okay? A policeman has never harassed me before. Never. I discovered one strategy yesterday. I love it, girl. I was going to the radio station. And I, was in the school bus. But I was in a rush. Serious rush. Already late. The presenters that will interview me are already in the radio station. High speed! Immediately I saw these 3 policemen ahead of me. They were ready. You know when a policeman is ready to stop you. You just have to add to your problem if you speed to almost hit them. So I just had to control things and, slow down. But I was like, even asking for my driver's license will take 1 minute from me. And I'm already late. So I was with these glasses. And immediately I zoomed. One of them came here. I just, I went down the glasses and I look like this. You know the kind of people that look. So immediately I look like this. The policeman said, oh, yes, sir. That is, sir. Thank you, sir. You can go. And the 3 did not know why he's saying yes, sir. They just joined. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I said, this thing work, oh. I just shared a uniform with a professor. Someone that could sack you. Where is say why? You drove me to Oshun on Thursday, right? I did something that you may not take note of. I was sitting behind you, right? I deliberately sat at that spot. So any policeman that stopped you will see me. All right? So what did I do? Most of the time, I was sleeping while you were driving. But the moment I noticed you are slowing down, and I realized that I did not want any delay. You know what I've been doing? I was picking a book. Now hold a pen. As if I want to sign your sack letter. Hold the pen. I will not even look at it. Hold the pen. Immediately, the one that delayed you, I already slept off. So as I wanted to take the notes, I don't know who took the note away from there. It was not there again. So it was the book you were reading that I found. That's why the book got scattered. You notice that it was scattered? So I was struggling to take it. It was already late. They were already questioning you. So I was struggling. But later, I took it. And when he came back, that was when he was knocking that you can go, you can go. But you showed up with a dreadlock, a earring. You are now young again. You now put your hand on the steering like this. What any regions? You now put your hand on the steering like this. Then the song is doing boom, 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 boom. Yahoo uniform, automatically, you don't need to be a Yahoo. And unfortunately, it's the mind that causes these things. The mind. The mind is a smart yet a lazy machine. It wants quick conclusion to matters. if people that have been passing through the checkpoints have been shooting the policemen and they look like you, the moment you show up, the mind will say, enemy, shoot him. So you can't afford to be careless. You're a software engineer, you are looking like. Ask yourself, how will our software engineer actually? You want to collect someone's money, especially you want to build a, for example now, Teslim Salahuddin will soon start employing people, and it's nice to work in fintechs. They pay so big, right? By the time you show up, the mind will first interpret your presence to him before any interview. You will be handling people's money, huge amount of money. That's a bank. And you show up like someone that could disappear with the money one day. What's wrong with you? You don't share. So now they said, oh, we'll get back to you. And you do not know why they keep saying we'll get back to you. Can we check the next one? I think we're almost done. So there is this statement by Jim Morrison. So whoever controls the media controls the mind. So we just see an example of a media control right now that pitches you with the way you are not. The next one. All right. Something I want you to understand. When an identity rises, everything connects to that identity rises with it. If she rises, whether I know it or not, I rise with her. Because I'm connected with her in a way. Skin color, nationality, SQI. Are you getting what I'm talking about? So you will see that when this green ball rose, the ones that are closest to it also rise as well. If it keeps going that way, these ones too will start rising as well. It's the same thing that happened to dollar. When dollar started rising, you began to complain. Dollar laughing at tomato, no. One way or the other is connected. But the ones that are closest to it, like the things we import like cars, they were the ones that first show that dollar is now high. But things like tomato and the likes were now showing later. Rent was now showing later. Properties were now showing later. Why? Because they were all connected. So which means, like I said, whatever you are doing, the language you are speaking, you want to ask yourself, who does it connect me with? Where? What does it connect me with? And you may want to also do this for yourself. While we were young, we sing this song. Sanda Lily, Sanda Lily. Abi? Sing now. Oh, like ohun tó jáde ńbẹ̀. Oh yeah, bass okay. Oh yeah. Sanda Lily, Sanda Lily. Sanda Lily, Sanda Lily, Sanda. Sanda, oh Sanda, oh Sanda. I'm a soldier here. Now wait, how do we know you are a soldier? He said, just look at me up and down. How do I know that you are a software engineer? I will just look at you up and down. How do I know that you will not steal my money? I will just look at you up and down. So which means, now someone is saying I do not look like a soldier. So she refused to sing that song as related to me. But you want to ask or sing that song to yourself, maybe when you are leaving home. We are just talking about appearance now. Don't forget, name and the likes are also there. If you look at me up and down, what will you see as being true? That will first open the door even before I walk in. Are you getting what I'm talking about? Let's go to the next one. I'm just going to skip through this. I think we've gotten the message. How uniform are made. in any uniform, it is the domineering category of people that puts on the uniform. They are the ones who decides its identity. We are not scammers in Nigeria, are we? Now, scammers in Nigeria are so few. But some people are so smart to make it louder. So they now appear like. So when OSBC was interviewing me in Oshun, and the first question the woman asked is that, why do we have so many Yahoo, this thing? Is this ICT thing not introducing people to more Yahoo? Said I disagree with that statement. We have more correct people, sensitive people, people we can be proud of in ICT than Yahoo boys. Yahoo boys are just very few. But somehow, daily this thing has helped to push it, okay? To push the idea, to feel like everyone that carries a laptop. There is one of your alumni that is working with what we call Money Point. He works from Ogumosho, and he's like the main software engineer on Money Point operations. Now, he went out one day with his laptop, very young. So they stopped him and was like, with a laptop, you're a Yahoo boy. So he just smiled. So he showed them Money Point ID card. And they said, and immediately they saw Money Point ID card, they called him Money Point agent. So the policeman said, agent in the afternoon, Yahoo in the night, happy? Agent, he was so stressed. But somehow, the way he was responding while they were saying all those things, were communicating something else. It was a different uniform. So somehow, they have not been getting such kind of responses before. Somehow they just feel, hey, this must be different. You get what I'm talking about? So they just have to pack everything and say, go, 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 go. It doesn't work like that for so many. So when you have some people in your category that are contributing negatively to a uniform you share with them, you can't afford to keep silent. Ogbeni, we went to SQI together and you are putting on SQI jacket. You are putting on SQI jacket and you are fighting. I'm planning to put on the same jacket tomorrow, Mr. Man. You can't afford to keep silent. Maybe someone that carries your name. What happened? What are you doing there? There is a boy that we worked on in the 90s. Oh my God, there were two of them in the 90s. One subjected himself to the training. The family has an issue. You have to take them in. One subjected himself to training. The other was just, everywhere. So recently he got arrested. He landed in the prison. And then at the point, there was a prison break in Oyo. And it was part of those that got out. So his picture was now on the internet. When you now type the name now, with the surname, Google now, we just bring out that picture. Escapees. Now, the other brothers are doing well. They have their businesses. They are doing so well. But that name is something. He can't go anywhere and just proudly say, my name is this. I am the son of this. It will be trouble to him. Let's go to the next one, please. So like I said, if there is anyone contributing negatively, for example, if we sue you, in any way, and the school is trying to say, because you did this, we are going to expel you. You can't come here again. You're just trying to save the rest. There was an event, Mr. Yemi, that happened recently. One of your past students that came to Gumosho, he said something about his place of work at Oshogo, right? He said, when he had been in that company, then someone now joined. The person was from Lagos. So the moment he mentioned from a general talk that he's from SQI, the person starts screaming, "What dago? SQI, what dago?" Why did he say what dago? He said, actually, there are some people that he met. This person that joined them from Lagos worked with Andela in Lagos. Okay? So at Andela, he met some guys there that came from SQI, and they were all very good, extremely good. So he transferred that automatically on this one. So this one too can't afford not to be good. Because he did not even ask him that showed that. He just said, what? He just concluded straight away. So if you showed up, we have had people showing up and say, is it not money? I need the certificate, embassy, and stuff like that. Even the father will come. You remember very well now, a lot of them. And when you say it's not about money, yeah, and they now begin to say, hey, Chef, buy your mommy Jenny. Baba. So my response is usually, okay, you want us to make your own son's life while we destroy others. That certificate today, you know the student now, they are so common at the embassy. It's now like giving an identity that they do not know. SQI. And every SQI they have been passing have been doing well. So it makes it easy for you to just conclude that another SQI. Now you want to come, you know nothing. You know nothing. But you want to show a certificate that will later prove that SQI certificate could be empty. Which means others that are put in the energy to study and become good, when they show the certificate, naturally the mind will just say, hey, another fraud. It's just about certificate. Empty. We won't allow that. We now want you to also work with us on this matter. SQI as a name is a uniform. As a name is a uniform. You share that identity with so many other people. We are trying to ensure that people that pass through this way contribute positively to it. We need you to work with us. And you have to also make sure you join us in that work. Where when the school is not there, don't think you are being good by covering someone that is damaging their name. You have to speak out. Else, if that person should go down, he puts you down. And if it goes up, he takes you up. Okay. So what do we do to recognize the positive uniforms you have and put on the one that fits each occasion? I can prostrate for you here and you say, oh, good boy. Right? Respectful. When I get to the US, I don't do that. Are you getting what I'm talking about? Put on the one that fits each occasion. We don't expect you to come in a Owambe look this morning, right? You can do your agbada during the weekend, but while you are here, we expect to see you on suit. Discard the ones that works against you. We don't need to be begging you. Contribute to the identity of the ones you use. Make effort to influence the ones you can't change, but are already labeled wrongly. You can't change your skin color. Unfortunately, in some places, they've labeled it wrongly. Make effort. Influence. You may not be able to do it directly. Try to influence people in position. Like our last guest speaker is a sister to a house rep member, right? We can speak to her. Please let your brother, pass this bill in the house. We don't have the influence directly. He has the influence. You may want to do that. Martin Luther King did his own. He pushed this so much till he left. And to a very large extent, we are enjoying it today. I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. He pushed this. And so many of us does not go to the US as a slave today because someone fought for it. So you might be the next person. Can we have the remaining slide? So what is the summary and conclusion today? A uniform is a shared identity. Can we read it together? A uniform is a shared identity. Identify the identities you are sharing and ask if you want them or not. Thank you so much.
Wow, amazing. Please keep it going until it takes its seat. Thank you very kindly. If you have enjoyed this 11th episode of Mind Talk, can I hear another round of applause? Thank you very kindly, Director, sir. Thank you very, very much. That is not quantifiable. And in one way or the other now, our people has also realized. I am picking it where you left it, sir. The Martin Luther King. Like him so much, and he said, in one way or the other, we have to learn to live together as brothers, or we perish together as fools. And that is on the note that I am actually hammering what Ogad did before leaving. Please, in one way or the other, what goes around, always have a way of coming around. Thank you very kindly as you make up your mind ever, and more than before, to always do good and remain good. Thank you very much. Celebrate yourself one more time. All right. Thank you for the patience thus far. I recognize you, our people. The number has increased. The people that joined us, virtually, people from international community, people from all of our 5 other campuses. Now, this is the moment for question. The moment for question and answer. Now, I have not forgotten that there is a promo voucher that's on ground. So we will know, we will know. How many people have written SQI scholarship test before? Okay. So we'll be expecting like a version 2 this morning. So questions thus far. I want about 3 here. People from online, please drop it in the comment section. Okay, 1 over there. And I do not want a situation whereby question will be giving birth to question. So, my brother, please approach. Who again? Anybody from the overflow, please? Come on, can we celebrate him, please? Can I get a lady? All right, thank you, Mr. Ife.
Thank you very much. The presentation was so apt, and I can't quantify how much I've learned from that. So my question is, sir, in cases whereby we as people get into places, the first thing we look forward to is how to adapt to the culture. How do we learn the uniform or the place as soon as we can, so that it doesn't take a long time before we get to learn the identity of the place? How do we go about it? And how do we teach the identity to the people in a way that it wouldn't take them a whole lot of time before they are able to capture the identity and carry it around as they should?
After the other.
Yes,
Okay.
and actually we have 1.
Okay, great. Okay, so, have you had something like read the room? Read the room. Like when you get to a place, you try to read the room, before you begin to. And your reading also does not have to take too long, else they give you a uniform of, if he's silent, he's dull. Africans do that abroad. They sit at the back of the classroom and they do ask questions. Because it's actually hard to ask questions in those environments, the way they speak. You feel like... So they just conclude that he is a dullard. Meanwhile, you cannot, no matter how well you read the room, you cannot understand all the identities there is there. But you can pick a few. So you start with that few. So I've been to a place with a young fellow before. And he was at the front. He was supposed to introduce me. He wanted to mess up something. We're going there for a very critical thing, like to get a contract and stuff like that. We met with the secretary. We have not got into Oga. Now you entered. You saw people on native. You're now saying, good morning, ma. You did not see anything. Immediately he said, I did not wait for him to introduce me. He said, immediately I have connected with them. Because I could see if they look Hausa and I can speak Hausa, it will be smart of me to speak their native language. Tell them that we share the uniform. I know Hausa loves their language, okay? So I want to let you know I can break obstacle in your minds immediately. Even if it's just good afternoon, I can say. He will smile, and then every other thing go. We enter here. You don't know that most people that have been coming into those offices that are young and speak English, they carry a uniform of Omotobaje, spoiled child. That will just stand and say, I want to collect my results. Then the woman will say, You think it's because of you I came to this office? Oh dear, go dear. It happens at school. Maybe you know now. To know when to speak your good English, which is good, and know when to speak a native language. But there are places that even native language will work against you. Just know. So the uniform you can identify them. Like I said, you can't identify all at a time. Immediately. The ones you've identified, work with it. Then you now begin to climb the step. And then you have to also be careful not to be too cautious. Be free, be smooth with it. Not that, let me check. Will they like if I say this? That will be bad. So there is a standard. But as you keep doing this, you get used to it. That you flow fine. Do you want me to share one more thing with you? We went to, don't let me call the name of the tech fair. It's a tech fair, very big tech fair in Lagos. They have taken all the chairs. Now, some guys now packed chairs beside them like this. They are not using it, but every time anybody shows up for the chair, they will say, it's in use. So we're just standing. How are we going to get chairs? I look at my team, 4 of us. So I said, this is what we will do. I will go there. I will not carry any chair. You will be the one to carry the chairs. But I will show up first. And I will point you to the chair to carry. So I just walk. 1, 2, 3. Take it. And my team were just carrying it. You remember? They're just carrying it. And these ones that I've been telling anybody, it's a chair, you can't touch it. They were just looking. What happened? The work shows authority. I was an ID card, SQI ID card. He didn't have time to check, but ID card also show authority. Are you getting me? The finger wasn't weak. Order shows authority. Not carrying any chair. You really want to carry. Then you have your way. Don't go and impersonate. The next question.
Amazing. What work for somebody can kill you. All right. Thank you very kindly. Number 2, please.
Good evening. Good morning, everyone. So, and my question is that, everyone has a burning desire.
Have a what?
Burning desire.
Burning
And a dream. So, mine is that I initially go for cybersecurity just to use the rates of Rockstar in Nigeria and to help, to build the name. But one thing I noticed that once you've started anything, the first thing is that how do you go about it? Because the first step is the hardest. And how can you not? Because, and as you've known, to direct people to something is very hard. To make people do something you want, it is my own desire. But how do you make it possible to reduce the rate and to improve the country, Nigeria?
Can you help? Help to make it clear.
Okay, my question is that you're a Nigerian, you want to improve your country as a cybersecurity expert or like that. So, how are you going to improve it? How are we going to improve it as a cybersecurity?
Okay, as a cybersecurity expert. Okay. Just be a good cybersecurity expert. Defend companies, be the best. See, wait. The banks are having issues now. Imagine they went to India and they went to US and they are still having issues. They now came to you. And that's when they got the solution. They are not smart enough to also put it outside there. That this is what we face. And this is the person, they put your picture. They fixed it. Eventually. After we've gone everywhere in the world. What do you think will happen to the rest of us here that are in cybersecurity? They will begin to look for us. Oh, they look like, what's your name? Damola. This one also looks like Damola and is into cybersecurity. It should be good. So just be good. Continually. Be the best at what you do. So eventually, time will catch up, and the label will be placed on you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. My question is that my name is Babatunde Victor. My question is that, like, now I find myself like in a foreign country or place. So let's say that I'm a new employee, like in Google or something like that,
Yep.
and in my department, I'm like the only black person there. So, and the first day I started working there, I saw that all of them, when they look at me, they feel like
Uneasy.
uneasy. So, and we know that some of them, they are short tempered. So, like now, if I want to talk to them, like to clear their mind about my personality, how will how will I go about it? That I will say it to convince them and not to make them more angry.
You can't clear their mind by talking to them. Forget about that one. It has never happened before. They will say okay, and they will suspect you more. You clear their mind with the works you do. First, you ignore them. Don't contribute to their doubts. Don't be frowning, Victor. Smile more, all right? It happened to my sister. When she joined an Earth organization in Canada. And he was the best. Now, when the charge nurse left, she was supposed to be the next charge nurse. Everybody knew that. But she's black. So this happened. They will now bring another charge nurse from another hospital, very far. That one, is working somewhere. So she will have to come around here, check the report that she has already written, and just, sign. So who is doing the work? She's the one doing the work. This one will just sign and leave. So at the point she became furious. Be like, I cannot continue to be doing the work and someone will just come and be taking the glory. Say, you're about to make a mistake. You can't afford to be angry. They already believe blacks are hot temper. There is a particular term I would like to use, So don't contribute to it. I said, do it more. In fact, with so much excitement, give it to her. Help her in every other things that you are not helping her yet. So she started doing that. And at a point, it's now this particular woman that recommended and said, I can't keep coming here. Nick can't do this. Now she has been the charge nurse for years now. And all the white ladies there, they now so much honor her that at the point when she felt sick, oh my God, it was about putting everything in the office. Oh, Nick, be back soon. This and be. Are you getting that? But it wasn't like that at the beginning. Now take note. She's good at what she does. When, they're having issues with patients, they already agreed that if they could call her, she will be able to calm it. Then she was able to, at a point, convince with consistency of being good. And then they recommended her by themselves. So now she doesn't have to say anything. The believer, you can't convince anybody with. Just have to. Action speaks louder. Okay?
Come on, can we celebrate everyone that has asked questions this evening? Okay, a quick one. A quick one, please. How many? I'm so sorry. I won't take more. I was beckoning on you guys. You can write it down. I can get it to the speaker. Get your answer from. Send it to you. Mr. Yodeji Ibanji, please. This brother in blue spectacle, get his question. There's another person at the back. Thank you very kindly. The last one on the group, sir. From the chat.
Yes.
Somebody wants, I think it's a reiteration because that was where you stopped. How does one overcome the bias that comes with shared uniform?
Yes, I think. At first you will share the punishment if the uniform has been committing crime at first. But if you sustain your own well-doing, at least in that space, something will change.
Yes.
Now, if you have the opportunity to influence a change, maybe just you are connected to someone that has a large follower, or is in a high position and things like that, then you'll be able to change the identity of that uniform on a large scale. So it's very, very important. Consistent contribution of good to that uniform will eventually give the uniform a good name. And when you see an advert that wants to give you a bad uniform, try to condemn it as much as possible. That no, this is not. Now share positive ones to dwarf that other information.
Thank you very much.
So just work to contribute to the good part of it.
Thank you very much, sir. And the truth of the matter is almost always the creative, dedicated minority has made the world a better place. And in the same vein too, almost always, the other minority has always brought the punishment to the larger people too. So please always choose whether you are on the creative path, destructive path. Eh? How many people have been called something like Suru, maybe when they are trying to abuse you? How many people are Yoruba here? And say, Igbira. You've been abused in that way before, right? Has it occurred to you that Igbira, Suru, Agatu, Egede, all of them, they are just like a tribe, a group of people, like we Yoruba people too. You understand? I believe the director has plugged a very strong chord today, and probably next year we are going to continue on that note, because this is in one way or the other touching identity too. So we must talk about that. A whole lot of identity crisis in our world, a whole lot of malformation in the head of people, a whole lot of people thinking they are more than what they are, a whole lot of all of that maladjustment that we need to work upon. Amen. All right. So at this moment now, I will not forget the director has some money to part away. All right, so I want okay, the people at this column, they are from Abiodun Primary School, so we are not going here. So people from here, I know you are from St. Michael here, so I need one person from St. Michael column. What's the other one, sir? Agege. Oh my God. I remember when I was in secondary school, the biggest Ebu, what is Ebu in English?
Insult.
The biggest insult they can, they can pass on you, they will say, oh, should be bread, Agege. All right, Agege, you are plenty here. All right, give me about 2 persons here. Okay, Abiodun. Oh, yeah. Who has done the assignment? The assignment, the Hemen application installation. Who? All right, please. You've installed the app. Please come. You have done one part. Let's do part 2 now. You answer just a few questions, just shikini questions. Who is coming? I don't know how we are going to be just about it. People from online too. Thank you. Please reach out. If you know you are tuning in from the virtual world this morning and you have done all of that, it's just for you to answer a few questions as I ask them. And believe you me, the way we ask the question, you cannot in any way cheat. If you don't know it, you don't know it. You have installed, sir. Show it to the world. Go and show it to the director. Do you agree? The call card on your phone, we will do it to another person. Mr. Tizi, you have to be proud of what is happening this morning. Can we celebrate Tizi and Mali? Okay, someone who can answer questions. Who? Come. 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 Please. Can we? Phone number first. Let her answer a question. Zainab, please. Can we jam our hands together for Zainab? Let's do this in 1 minute, please. We have only about 8 minutes more. Come, please. Please. Zainab, please. Thank you. Very beautiful. Come and celebrate this lady. Zainab. Some of the shared uniform that were mentioned, I will list them. Don't repeat the one I have mentioned. You will just give us three. So we can share communication, yes or yes, language, the color of our skin, nationality. Can you give us three more? Hey. No, don't carry that uniform. Attitude, the uniform of attitude. Correct, sir? All right. That's impressive.
Appearance.
Attitude of appearance. Is that correct? The uniform of appearance. Is that correct, sir? One more to go. Um, uh, same question. Anybody? Gentlemen, please, can we celebrate people from St. Michael's Primary? You must do good, though.
Willie John. Accent.
Yes.
Mode of dressing.
Oshawa Lori staring. You don't remember when you were citing the exam. All right, stay here, please. All right. Do we need any other person? All right. Can we celebrate these people? If you have really enjoyed this episode of Mind Talk, can you please give a big round of applause to the speaker today? All right. So we will take our information now, and thereafter we will disperse. I'm so happy to see all of you today. Thank you. Say it again. Camera, please.
Very fast. The transfer, delivery was very fast. Yes, on I'm sorry, on EMS, yeah. Yes. On EMS.
Not GBT Bank.
No.
All right. I have a question for you, just one. Okay. The guy is happy. The domineering. Oh. The domineering dash of people that put it on decides its identity. That was one of the quotes I had today. The domineering dash of people that puts it on decides its identity. What is that dash? They told you no. Sir. Is they told Okay. Hello, sir. Are you ready? Okay. Can you give the time signature for Pastor Jimmy's message? Iro. Chewangba. Is that correct? Wait. Look at you. Did I say put it on? So I did one did not win though. Wait. You know, there's no amount of how dribbling you can do on the pitch. If you know score go. You know score. So you understand. So people will applaud your effort, but they will give trophy to. You see what? Okay, it's at the discretion of my Oga. Aha. Can we celebrate them, please? He won, sir. He won. Won. Okay. Let me give you the last. The message. What's the title of the message? Pastor Jimmy's message. The one you told us the time signature to. What's the title? Positive. Sir, he won.
How many of us enjoyed today's MindTalk edition? If you enjoyed it, can we get a round of applause? Thank you very much, sir. That was wonderful. I'm still trying to download. Apparently, I could not win because I'm using an iPhone. That's my identity for now. One of the things that the director shared reminded me of a particular movie, and it's a very deeply touching movie. And I remember a phrase from the movie. The guy said, "My name is Khan, and I'm not a terrorist." How many of us have seen that movie? That's the definition of identity. So I want us to have a form of statements like that. So you put your name, right? And then you say, "I'm not a Nigerian scammer." Can we do that? My name is Oluwaseyi, and I'm not a Nigerian scammer. Let's do it one more time. My name is Oluwaseyi, and I'm not a Nigerian scammer. Wonderful. With what the director said, it's not just by your words, right? It's by your actions. So when you are saying that, what you are really doing is you are trying to recalibrate yourself and check some of the things that you are doing, and then you're saying, "I'm going to start doing better," right? So that they don't tag me as a Nigerian scammer. Do you understand that? Yeah. So one of the things that I've also noticed quite a lot is you see a lot of these things in movies, right? So you see an American movie and the only time they remember Nigeria is when they want to talk about a scam. And before you begin to say, Ojoro, one of the things that I think of is, what are you doing to change that narrative? How many of you are really going into the media world to tell your own stories? One of the things I say is, if you don't tell your stories, others will tell it for you. And then they will tell it however they want. So we have the multimedia department at SQI College of ICT. If you ever want to learn about videography, sound engineering, animation, graphic design, UI UX design, this is one of the ways that you can change the narrative of Nigerians and Africans. One of the other ways by which you can change the narrative is something that we've done at the college. I know a lot of us may not have seen it. Can we have the code of conduct displayed from the media end? So across every campus, regardless of the campus that you go to, we have this code of conduct largely pasted. So if you've not seen it before you leave today, just go to the front desk and read through it. Pick every word that is there. You can take a picture and then internalize it. We didn't do this for show. We didn't do it because we have really fine graphic designer. Let them practice their work. We did it because we wanted to have an identity that we can relate with, an identity that all SQI students can share, an identity that can be positive, that once they see you, they can tell the kind of traits that you have. So ensure that you check this. Some of the things that are here are things such as your wearing of ID card consistently, right? The way you dress is the way that you'll be addressed. All of these things are very important for us to have a uniform identity. I remember one of our staff shared a story. He looks very small, right? And then he went to pick up his dad's car. And while he was going to pick up his dad's car, he was wearing one of SQI's round neck. And he got to the gate. They were about to stop him because, of course, he looked very young. Whose car are you carrying? Where are you coming from? Come on. So assuming he knew then, he would have just done like this. But he didn't do that. So while they were trying to harass him, one of them just looked at him very well and he saw that he was wearing the round neck and he was like, SQI, Ejekomalo. And that's how they let him go, right? So what the guy was thinking was, wait, So if somebody else here puts on SQI clothes, that's how they allow him to carry my daddy's car away. What am I trying to say in essence? That SQI ID card that you're wearing, that round neck that you're wearing, that jacket that you're wearing has a very positive identity. Let's maintain it, please. One of the other things that I'm also privileged to share here is our post-UTME screening. If you have that, you can also display it so that they can see it. One of the things you need to realize about SQI for some of us, because a large number of us are PDC students, we have two major programs at the college. You have the PDC program and the NID program. The PDC runs for about 2 months to 12 months, professional courses. You can use that to get jobs. You can use that to, open doors and things like that. But then there is the other program called the NID program that runs for 2 years and is similar to the ND program that you have at polytechnics. And once you do that, one of the advantages that you get is you can automatically transition into university through direct entry to 200 level. One of the people here is currently, I think he's in NID 2 now. He got an admission when he came here. He had an admission to a university to study a course. I can't remember what the name of the course was. And then he came to do the post-UTME exam here. So we're asking him a question. I was privileged to ask him a question. And then I asked him, you already got admission, right? Why are you not proceeding with that admission? Bachelor's degree most times are usually held in higher esteem than ND or NID, right? So why are you turning that down? So he shared a very touching story, talked about how that his siblings were sent to the university and all of them came back home. They are still looking for jobs. So the parents insisted that you will not be like them. You come to SQI. That's a name, right? That's an identity. So one of the reasons why I'm sharing this is because we believe strongly in what we are pushing out. We believe strongly that this program can really make a difference. This program really has the value that it takes. One of our other students came around. He works currently in VI. He came around for his exam, his ODL exam right here, but he works at VI. If you see him, he's probably seated somewhere around here. I don't know if I can see his face. If you see him, very small looking somebody, you will not know that somebody like that is working in Victoria Island, right? Why am I saying some of these things? It's because of the kind of values that you can get from what you are studying here. So please try as much as possible. If you know anybody that is interested in this, we have the post-UTME coming up 15th of November, and that's going to be the final batch. So ensure that they come here for the course. The robotics campus is also very, very excited to talk about some of their courses that they are running in Challenge. I learned very recently that there are students outside the country coming over for a robotics course at the Challenge campus. So if you have anybody that is interested in robotics, we are fully open. That's what we do basically at the Challenge campus. All the tools and machines that you would need to use to learn in India, in China, in any part of the world, we have it currently at the Challenge campus. So please, please ensure that you refer them to us. The data analysis no code is also available at the Oshogbo campus. Web design using WordPress it has started across some campuses, but generally across all campuses by January, we'll have it live. We usually don't do so much of WordPress before. We believe a lot in coding your things from scratch and all of that. And that's beautiful. But very recently, we also noticed that there are side gigs that are, easily more accessible if you have this extra skill. It doesn't take you so much time to learn, right, as software engineering, but at the same time, you really get good gigs as well with it. So that's one of the reasons why we are introducing it. So if you're interested, it's just 2 months. You can make more inquiries about it at the front desk. This is also already on the code of conduct. Watching movies and playing games is highly prohibited at the campus. In case you didn't know, we are telling you now. So that you will not tell them that, did not tell me, we'll seize your charger, and you not get it back after 3 years. We'll sell it and give it to the people that need it. One of the things that you are doing, right, indirectly, is you are giving yourself a negative image. If your instructor sees you, right, and all you are doing every single time is you are watching movie, you are playing games, when they want to recommend for roles, they will not recommend you. That's just the truth. And it might just be that you are tired at that point in time and you just want to relax. But that's the time that they're always seeing you. It's an identity. It's an identity. They won't recommend you. So let's do better. For the Read a Book a Month, we're going to be having a physical meetup by 29th of November. More details will be shared. But if you're interested, Can I see your hand? Say I will be there. Everybody must be interested. Say I will be there. 29th of November, I will be there. All right. So finally, before I leave, we're going to be announcing some winners. We have a challenge called Show Your Work. And the essence of this challenge is so that, number one, we can begin to share more positive identity. If everything you see on the news is Nigerian scammer, everybody around the world will think everybody in Nigeria is a scammer. But when they begin to see you say, I'm a software developer at SQI, I'm a product designer at SQI, they begin to see that, okay, these people are not just scammers. We have software engineers amongst them. We have product designers amongst them. And so because of this, we have decided to reward people who participate in this. I'm just going to be calling their name. As I'm calling their name, let's give them a round of applause. Olabisi Samuel Ayomide from Ogbomosho campus. Simon Ojekola from Ogbomosho campus. Ijilusi Shegun Paul from Dugbe campus. I know Heritage from Dugbe campus. And Babatunde Timileyin from Dugbe campus. You'll be credited right after this event. I've seen this name before. You don't want to be doing subscription again. This Olabisi Samuel, he won the last time. You don't want to do subscription again, ba? This is very wonderful. A round of applause for him again. The consistency is very interesting. Mr. Blessing, over to you. Thank you so much.
All right. And that is the end of Mind Talk for November 2024. All right. What is worth doing is worth doing. All right. See you next month, which is the grand finale. God bless you. Thank you.